Well, more than 250,000 votes has handed the Patriotic Alliance 75 municipal seats across South Africa. The party scored big in the Western Cape, and now there are a dozen hung councils where the PA could end up holding the trump card. Well, Patriotic Alliance leader and ex-convict Gayton McKenzie is smiling ear to ear this morning. He joins us live now from Johannesburg. Gayton, well done to you and your team. What's it been like behind the scenes in terms of some of the bigger parties looking to form coalition talks with you?
Thank you, Annika. Thanks for having me. I think, please allow me first to thank all the people that voted for the PA, all our supporters, all the volunteers, and I just want to say that, yeah, the bigger parties has been extra friendly with us now, particularly the DA that has been calling us gangsters, that have told people to stay away from the gangsters, but they're not following that advice now. They are all calling all day, every day.
Gayton, I mean, you've had many different callings in life. You did your time in jail. You're quite unabashedly open about that. You've been a businessman. You wrote the biography for Jacob Zuma. You've owned clubs. Now you're in politics. You've scored big in El Dorado Park and in some parts of the Western Cape. Why do some people call you G or Pa?
All right, let me just sort what the first thing you said. I never wrote a biography for Jacob Zuma. I'm one of the best and probably the most successful writer in this country by book sales. And I wrote about the Jacob Zuma era, not for Jacob Zuma. I got all the money from the book. I didn't share it with no one. So it was my book that I wrote about the era, which you guys write about Jacob Zuma. We all write about Jacob Zuma. And secondly, the reason why G is an abbreviation for Gayton. And when in street language, when guy says you're a G, it means like you just cool like I am. And Pa is just, it's not, they don't calling me Pa. They're calling our people calling the PA Pa, because the first time do they have a party that is there for them. That's like a father that is there for them. So even I call the PA Pa instead of saying the PA. I'll say I'm a member of Pa. Because we've always been, particularly colored people, we were never too white, we were never too black. And now we are just all right for us. And basically that's why they're calling us Pa.
Gayton, you do a lot of charity work in some of the poorer areas. People there say to me they call you G, perhaps because it's Godfather. But you've been known to be quite a philanthropist in some of the poorer areas. Do you think that this has led to much of your support and people going to the polls to get you in some kind of political power?
Yeah, I think I would not be honest if I denied that part. You know, I have been financially been blessed tremendously, and I share what I have. I share it with the people from our communities, and I think I know the people trust me. They trust that I truly care about them, because when the TV cameras are not there, when elections are not there, I'm always there together with the PA people. We're always there to give out the bread. We give out, during COVID, we gave out more than 55,000 food parcels to our people. Now, I'm mentioning this to say to you that now when I came to people, I used to tell people, vote for the ANC, vote for Zuma, vote for Becky. And then I realized that that's a wasted vote. What do I do now? I said, all right, let me go in and bring people in a community that gives out food all the time and make them councillors. And that has worked. 75 people that used to care about people and still care about people are now going into council, and that's what we're all about. And these people have done it without a salary. Now they're going to get a salary. That's an extra incentive for them. But the PA is here to stay. We are to go from strength to strength. We have built, we are united. We are not a colored party, we are a colorful party. The only difference is that we make sure that the colored agenda is now on the table. It was never on the table. It was never on the table, but we are saying that the white agenda should be there, the Indian agenda should be there, the black agenda, and now the colored agenda will be on the table. And those hung councils that we have in Cape Town, that vote is not, our vote is, we are not desperate, number one, to be in a coalition. Number two, whoever wants to partner with the PA. We don't care about going with the ANC, the DA. I said, even if the AWB still existed, we would have gone with them because we know what we stand for. And anybody that agrees to do the things we promised our people that we're going to do for them, we're going to a coalition with you.
Gayton, that's a very strange statement. Why on earth would you partner with an organisation such as the AWB? I mean, that seems like a betrayal of your voters. Surely you can't be serious.
No, it's not. No, I'm dead serious. You see, the problem that you're having with people, they lie to the voters. They think people are stupid. That's the problem. DA went into coalition with EFF. The ANC went into coalition in Plettenberg Bay with the DA. The Freedom Front, the ACDP was in coalition with the ANC in Johannesburg. The PA will be in coalition with anybody, so we mustn't lie to the voters and say no. When people want power, they agree with everything. Who would have thought the ANC, the EFF and the DA can be for 3 years in power together? I am saying to you, we as the Patriotic Alliance, we know what we promise our people. In a coalition, we will never be swallowed like the DA swallowed the ID. We will never be swallowed. So we will stand. We don't care who our partners are. I do business with racists. I do business with people that don't believe in God, but I'm a God-fearing man. The same in politics. We are not here to become each other. We are not here to get married. We are not here to be comparable. We are here to deliver to our people. Every party has a constituency. Every party. So we are saying as the PA, we are not all of a sudden when we're in coalition with the DA, they're not going to take us over like they took the idea over. They must do for their people what they think, what they promise, we will do for our people. So we don't get that thing like, no, I will not work with this one. I will not work. We don't have that. And that is the lie that journalists are gobbling up in this country. All of these people will work with each other. If it means they're going to lose power, they will work with anyone. And I'm just being very forthright about it.
So you're being forthright that politicians don't really care about their voters and their political, their sort of ethical ideals. It's all about strategy and gaining power. Really?
Well, I'm not saying that. What I'm basically saying is that politicians will go into a coalition with anybody for as long after lying about it, after lying and saying we will never form a coalition with this or with that one. Let's make Mashaba as an example. He's been very loud that he will not form a coalition with the ANC. Immediately when he realized that, listen, this voting thing has not turned out the way he thought it's going to turn out, he's now having a poll. And I can tell you some of that poll will say, no, you can't go into coalition with them, but 1, 2, 3. Politicians lie to people. I'm not a politician. I'm an activist that empowers politicians. I am saying to you, the PA has no preference of ANC, no preference of DA, no preference of Freedom Front Plus. I had the best conversation so far with the Freedom Front Plus, very informally. So I don't have that. All I want is I know what I promised our people. And we as the PA, we are going to do the things that we promised our people. We don't care who, if you drown, our people are drowning, and you see somebody's holding out a stick to take you out of water, you're not going to check, oh, do I agree with his principles? Oh, do I agree with his morals? You're going to grab that stick and you're going to get out of the water. And that is the position that our people find themselves in. They've been marginalized, they've been neglected, they don't have jobs, our children are killing each other. Our people, our parents are burying children instead of children burying parents. In our community, it's vice versa. Our people are standing in lines for the 350 that they don't even get. So why would I want to come here and talk about no and be all bragadish and say no, all bragging, I don't want to work with this. We will work with anybody to change the lives of our people. That's what I'm saying.
Gayton, I'm allowed to give you a hard time because I know you can take it. I don't agree with your moral, ethical mores all the time, but your honesty is somewhat refreshing. So thank you so much and congratulations to your team. That was Patriotic. Thanks so much, Gayton. That was Patriotic Alliance leader Gayton McKenzie. Thank you for your time this morning.